Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some more WARNO action. I'm playing Belarus Border Services. He's like number 5 or 6 on the leaderboard right now. As 82nd Airborne, the most OP besides 11th. I think 11th and 82nd are about the same and probably the best two divisions in the game. And I'm playing the terrible 35th. I'll show you my 35th. I can't show my opponent's deck for some reason. I don't know why. I just couldn't get it working. Once again, sorry about that. And let's go over to my deployment as I play the worst deck ever. The problem with this deck, guys, I'm just going to rant about it for 10 seconds. All my squads are 7-man. All of them. And all of his squads are 10-man. And I just got outgunned every time. Every one of my units just gets annihilated. It's just terrible. Like, even my 7-man's... Yeah, it doesn't make any sense pricing-wise. So all my 7-man squads versus all of his 10-man squads, besides Spetsnaz. Anyway, so deployment... Going heavy here, though. I was planning on redeploying, if I didn't see anything, to center, going down this bridge right here. Open up with 2 Spetsnaz, 2 Densoniki going here with a just some GRU with Conquerors and Igla. I got 3 Iglas going down to the south as well into this area, but to rotate over here if he does not push. And he's opening up a Singer, Dragon, and LAV. Of course, Airborne, LAV, Airborne, LAVs, Rush, and Dragons, and Singers. And let's kick it off. See what's going on here. Opening up with 2 CVs to cap as much as I can. Get the early tick against my opponent. Put some pressure on him. And he's only bought 1 CV, so I will get the early tick against him. So, what's happening over here? We got a GRU and a Conquerors here with a metas as well. But the LAVs are coming in force with Airborne Dragons, which have some huge meta force as well. Airborne Dragons have a little bit less range than I do. Make a difference. So this many LAVs coming at me. Fire first round. Don't get the kill. Yeah, it does unload in time. LAVs coming down this ray just to prevent me from going into his rear. Over here, we're just pushing in. Cobra comes up. Over here, we're seeing some action. He smokes off though for cover. Conquerors are getting ready to fire. Spetsnaz engaging this airborne here. This is the one squad that can actually beat them. See an LAV here coming in. You can see me rotating across. Unfortunately, he does snipe the CV there. Very disappointing. I unload this squad though. He almost kills it. The LAV just shooting so far. Kills my Spetsnaz too. Go and make me negative. Do shoot down his Cobra. Do die though. Get my CV in here for a second. I make a mistake. I wasn't looking over here for a second. And I do go down. Get a shot once and I die. Sadly, losing 2 CVs off the start. Pretty bad. And not getting that early tick now. Moving in here now. Moving up against these airborne. I've killed 1 squad. I mean, look at that 1 squad. Damaged these 2 guys pretty significantly. I mean, there was LAV, I guess, support, but died pretty quickly. Over here, we got some action. Conqueror's trying to fire its last round. He's just baiting the ammo, though. And I'm going to try to retreat this area. Seeing an additional CV coming in from our opponent. My Densoniki are getting annihilated. Spetsnaz are finally arriving, though. See the squad getting destroyed. This is where the Densoniki... Spetsnaz are actually the squad that does damage. Even this 2v1, Airborne is doing pretty well. Sadly. Supplies going this way. I'm buying additional CV to get to center. I only have 2 more in reserve now. I'm running away from the dragon team. They're moving up on me. Trying to chase this unit down as much as I can. Getting into the building with him with some machine guns. And he does finally die. Leading to 2 airborne dead. He gets this area though. The Cobra did do its damage. And the airborne moved up and wiped it out. Because airborne beat every one of your squads in a 1v1. Brilliantly, Eugen. Brilliant. I love it. A little bit of pause in the action here. I'm buying the CV's coming over here. Buying some Spetsnaz to come over this location. We see our opponents here. Buying some just air rifles to come out onto the front line. Unload. Airborne. And yeah. We're seeing some LAVs coming from over here now. We're going to start seeing pressure, it looks like, being built up over here. And I did redeploy most of my forces over here. Buying some metas to help solidify this position. Sadly, I make a fatal error here. Probably should have pushed a little bit. However, be fair, Denseniki and Spetsnaz was never going to be able to push through an LAV and Airborne Dragon in a building. Over here, we do get a shot on him, but we take multiple hits. Sadly, I do lose one of my ATGMs over here. LAV's on my rear line. Fighters coming over here. Try to shoot down this helo. Lose the line of sight. Now I'm just flying over in the rear. Trying to get positioning here. Not too good. CV's in now. Inbound into the zone. I am up on him significantly on points though. So we're going even now. In 2 seconds. There you go. LAV just killing stuff. He did kill my ATGM trying to get in this building, sadly, which would have made a big difference. Flying Conquerors again for this location to help out. Deal with this LAV. Get some metas over here as well. But as arrive over here, we're seeing the LAV AK. Sorry, these aren't LAVs. These are ACAV recon. Driving down this way. One's blackened, taking some damage. Across the bridge. See the aircraft flying. He's gonna rotate the turrets. A little bit of visual bug there with the tracks. On the real ground though. Spetsnaz, man, sadly, got out in the open. I didn't know he pushed so far forward. Spetsnaz get caught out in the open by the ACAVs too. These are 80 points a pop. They're pretty expensive, honestly. I decided to buy a laser guided bomb to deal with it. I'm gonna go for this airborne, but I was like, alright, whatever. Go for the ACAVs. ACAV shot fired. Laser guided bomb goes in and kills both of them. Clean kill there, and I get away with it. Pretty fine. LEV now in my rear line, roaming around. Sadly. Got a Conquerors over here now. But I'm just hanging out over here. I was trying to see some forces. I started to buy an AA piece and just a recon to see what's going on. Didn't realize, I did not know he had any of the stuff over here at the time. And it's looking a little tight for me. We're trying to get some forces over here. I'm gonna start rotating forces over to the right side to prevent him. He's starting to set up a defensive line here. He's not pushing me because I don't have the forces to really push up. Airborne in defensive positions are literally extraordinarily difficult to push with Denseniki. And Spetsnaz get caught on the open like this, they'll die. Especially when they crest this ridge. Only the two PKMs will fire. Not really a great situation for me. Here we're about to see some actions. There's about to be an opening of another front. I'm buying some BMD2s. I'm buying a wave of forces 2 over here to make a push in the center. And we're not doing too much over here yet. I haven't realized. We just started seeing his recon probing here. We'll go to my perspective for a second. And we can see that, yeah, starting to push us. And I can start to see what's going on here. Couple ticks in a second. I'm going to redeploy these forces over here in a second. Actually, what's going to happen is, so you can see me doing a push now. I noticed that he's doing his attack over here. I was like, all right, you can't have that many resources. He spent a lot over here. He must not have too many over here. We've seen an LGB coming in right now, F-16. It's a clean hit on me with the GRU. GRU dies. I'm trying to get into a better position here. LEVs are now in my rear lines. Don't have enough forces to maintain the front. And he's starting to probe me over here on this location. Just can't cover the line. We're losing too many guys. We're trying to crest the ridge, but we just like immediately get knocked out by these Airborne Dragon teams. They're just so much better in Denseniki. They have an extra MG. So like even firepower wise, they're just like superior in every way. So even if they had equivalent firepower with number of guys in it, because how the squad gets better weapons in the Airborne, like you lose even more. Just like no winning. As an ECR, I'm just gonna lose these Airborne. They have no way. I buy an ACAV here. I'm trying to run it away now that I got hit by a Stinger round. F-15 Eagle is gonna come in. And I don't know what happens here. Changes targets, looks like. Helo goes back into this. I'm gonna get right on top of them so they can't shoot me. You can see this thing just unloading on them. Uses a, smoke to get out of it. Nothing over here quite yet. What's going on? I got all these forces here. I'm gonna start redeploying them across this bridge like this. Get a nice shot on him here on the F-15. Nice shoot down his F-15 on the way out. Do kill his vehicle, but I do die as well. And over here, we're seeing my LGB looking for a target. Don't have really anything to shoot at. LAV's walking through the town now. It's annihilating me. Immediately go down. Meta's over here. I'm moving these forces across the bridge. Seeing the F-15 coming around to hit me. I'm going to pull my aircraft further back to keep it, you know, give it some more cover. Over here, I'm moving some units here to help out. BMDs are just holding the flank. F-15's coming in. He decides to go a little bit away. F-16's coming in, laser guided bomb, gets a nice hit on the good old Spetsnaz GRU, killing them, which is costing me a lot of points. They go down. I tried chasing him, but I was like, ah, no, let's go for the fighter here. Fighter is going to engage with the Iglos right under him. Miss solid targets. LGB gets hit on his way out. I do shoot him down, but LGB gets wounded in the process. These guys are crossing the area now, trying to get into the zone. Meta's fire. Trying to kill the 50 cal here, which is 30 points. Get miss, because it sucks. Misses. Here, I'm moving in now. Metas. Get a nice hit. And the problem with this deck 35th, right, is the Igla. The Igla, let's look at the Igla. Igla is 60% accuracy, triple vetted. 60% accuracy, one vet. 40 points. 45 points. Range is the same. Reload time is a little better because I'm vetted up. But yeah, Igla is just not... No, Stinger's just so good. They're cost efficient. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like... Having 0 way to kill seed planes, like F-16 and so on, it's really rough. With only fighters, and your fighters aren't, like, better than the F-15. Like, the F-15 will wreck your fighters, so it's like you're in a terrible situation. I'm moving back into this point, though, as best I can. I got into it on the side. And he wiped out these forces over here now. He's got some air mobile coming to get into the point. Buying some Detsuniki to try to desperately, you know, solidify the point. Got my BMP-2s moving here. Trying to kill these Sheridans, which, you know, are pretty expensive. 75 points a pop. This front over here now, he's got a CV on me. I don't have a CV. I only have 2 more CVs, including this one here. So I got 3 total. I just haven't called the other 2 out. He's about to cap this point as well. I will call in a CV though to deal with this as soon as possible. Sheridan tries backing up, gets hit, goes down. GRU trying to move in. Spetsnaz moving in, trying to wipe out these forces and get back in the zone. I buy mortars in case I have to smoke push into the zone. And things are just looking super thin for me. And I bump into an LAV here, not knowing, using my rear. He's gonna fire again. Kills 1. Kills 2. Ah, man, it really does suck. Losing that stuff is so key to the front line. I notice it's happening. I buy an Igla AA to help out over here. I'm trying to move up as quickly as possible. Meta's trying to fire here. Trying to get a shot. Of course it misses because my meta suck. That's sneaky. Trying to get in here with the Spetsnaz, the Airborne, even with Spetsnaz, man. Still tough. Buying a CV here. I'm going to buy a Helo in a second. I'm buying my second CV over here to help get back in the zone. Can't be bleeding this much, this long. Starting to decide to push this position. Brought up the Spetsnaz to help out. Push the air rifles out. My 24 coming in now to engage the LAV. It's a very, actually, to be honest, it's a tight engagement. You could definitely lose it. F-16 comes in here, gets my GRU here, which is 85 points. I have no way to stop him because I can't afford some AA right now. Nice clean kill there. Funny, Stingers have the same accuracy as your Iglas when mine are double vet. Max vet, veterancy. Running away now over here. Got my BMDs to help out fight this Airborne. Squad David. I like how they all have little names. Reagan. Darren. We're trying to get back into the zone now. Pushing with the Detsuniki here. Got some Spetsnaz. We're losing these engagements. Finally getting out of him, you know, knocking him out of the zone. Partially, CV's coming in now. CV's over here now, moving up my helo. Gets an Igla though. But not an Igla, a Stinger. Stinger's always hit. It says 65% accuracy, but it's not. It's not. Sorry, 60%. It's way higher, I swear to God. I lower my altitude. But I have to look away for a second, trying to micro over here. I don't have the AA here or the forces to really maintain this location. I'm seeing a Cobra coming in. I got no AA to really deal with at the moment. F-16 laser guided bombs coming in. Kills the metas in a second. Really nothing I could do to stop the LGB. Even if I had 3 Iglas, it would not shoot it down. It's a clean kill on me. I'm over here trying to deal with this Cobra. I'm going to buy a fighter out as quickly as humanly possible. Over here, we're seeing an F-16 LGB coming in. I have my LGB. I was going to try to get one of these units. Sadly, I just bumped into him. We get a hit on him. No kill, though. See if he gets caught out by the Cobra. I'm like, come on, fighter. Get in here. Trying to get in the zone as quickly as humanly possible. I'm like, get in here. Come on. I'm like literally giving orders. Fast move. Trying to get out of the way of the Cobra. If MiG-29 comes in now. Or the Cobra. Finding some supply. I'm like, alright, that's good enough. And I shoot down with good old BMD with an autocannon on it. Now moving into this position here. Trying to push out my opponent. I'm gonna have to buy one another Spetsnaz to help out. Over here, I'm just slowly trying to move out, kill these airborne. He's getting caught out with these airborne. They don't have any shot against BMDs. Kills my Spetsnaz with a Sheridan though. Plane just hanging out. He's in my rear though with ACAVs. Which does really suck because all of a sudden now I'm caught in the rear with my Strela coming up. I can't move these guys away. I need them to engage these dragon teams. Otherwise, Dead Sneaky here will lose in this building. And they got ATGMs. Got one shot. Trying to run away here, but I got really nothing. I can't really buy too many helos, guys, if you're wondering too, because he's got so many fighters in his deck. So he'll just shoot them down immediately. And I don't have enough AA to make it count. She does shoot down that aircraft. Here we got some action. I'm trying to push him out. You wipe out that stuff. Prevent him from continuing to push center. Now I'm trying to get over here on the side. But not I can get so far. Got an ATGM BMD there. Got both his ACAVs there. Airborne's moving into this building though, and these Denselniki are going to get annihilated because it's a 6-man versus a 10-man. With one less MG as well. Trying to get Sheridan's got some Cobras. Cobras coming in though. I got no fighters at the moment, so it's really bad for me, honestly. He's killed my A as well. Lose a CV there. I don't have another one to replace it. I was really kind of concerned here. I'm starting to push here with Spetsnaz. Moving, waiting for some more Denselniki as well. I'm going to try to push him out in the center. But this over here is terrible. Cobras are just annihilating me. MiG-29 comes in now. Did Stinger get a hit on me? Yes, of course. Stinger's always hit. Come back around for another pass, though. Can't let him do this. I have a MiG-29 coming in to help out. Spetsnaz doing damage. And we do get him, and we're going to get out of there. Over here, we're about to push out into this location to get him out, but we're really down now. See, it's not looking too hot for us. Spetsnaz just opening up here. Another airborne dragon. Easily kills a BMD-2. Sadly. See more airborne coming here. And honestly, like these two airborne and the dragon can probably push through this entire zone. I don't have enough guys. That's an Iki again. Just gonna get annihilated by this airborne squad. Have no shot. It's just too tiny of a squad. And the price isn't even that different. It's like 15 points for like a squad that wins every single time, or a squad that doesn't win any engagement. And we're trying to move in here at Spetsnaz. This is one squad that can do damage. Keep firing rounds into him. And now we're moving up on him there. We're gonna knock him out of the zone. We're gonna move these guys back to repair. Densaniki, they're dead. You can tell. Like, we did no damage pretty much. That CV over here. I can't move the CV out until we get this point. I'm gonna try to push here. I only got 2 CVs. This one and this one. We've lost 3 of them already. We're gonna move in here now. But not looking too good. MiG-29 moving over here. Just keep him on us with his aircraft. Densaniki can't fire for some reason. The ACAV. You know it's right there. With its freaking 20 pen AT gun. So I do wipe out the infantry. When we push up, knock him out. Buy an AA helo. Here to help push up. F-16 coming in straight for the AA helo. He gets a nice hit on me with a Singer. He changes targets, goes for my fighters. I got 2 of them. I'm gonna sweep around and go for him. He gets away though, he's way out in the distance. And I get a hit on my Stinger on me. I'm gonna evac. Right, moving into this building. These things aren't cheap, they're 80 points a pop. Optics are good too. AT misses. We get the second hit though. Over here I got some A moving up, killing some airborne. He's bringing up some Stingers now. Over here I got a Sheridan with the Conquerors. Paying for itself. Beats us up a nice defensive line here. He's got Airborne Dragon, Airborne here. These are not enough forces to push the open. Especially Densaniki. Helo dies, all the Stingers back here. Moving across now. Desperately trying to get into the zone. I really don't have enough forces to like continue to push this well. F-15 coming in to get me. Don't have any really reaction to it. Probably lower altitude for a second there, but he peels out. I don't have any A anyway. I buy some Spetsnaz and Densaniki to get back in this town, this corner. I buy an AA helo here just to help out. But he shoots me down over here. He's pretty much locked down this point. I make a push here across the open. As you can see, it's not going too well whatsoever. Thinking about buying a laser guided bomb to kill this, but trying to. I'm also trying to get back in the zone. On veto. Pop it. F-16 flying around. Gonna fly right over the mid. We miss. Doing some damage to these airborne, but not enough. Too many squads are dying. By a fighter to hang out mid. Cover the LGB that I'm wanting to call in. LGB comes in here, going for the Spetsnaz. I have nothing to really counter it. Fighter tries to go for it, but gets killed with the F-15. LGB trying to come in here to kill this blob here. But I get taken out there really, really badly. Do shoot down his F-15 though. And we make his LGB run away afterwards. Already dropped his payload though. Trying to move up here, but just like no go there in the center. Smoking to get back in position. LGB coming around. Interested in taking a name here. Nice round on him. And we're going to speed this up. It's 2-speed. We can kind of see the problem with this now. Well, we're going to go in here. We're going to try to get into this position here. We're trying to push into this position as well, the Spetsnaz. Dropping more smoke rounds to get right on top of him. BMDs are coming here now. He's got no real AT. He's only got one over here. Does have an Airborne Dragon on this location as well. I'm gonna try to rotate and get my CV into the zone. We're moving right into him. EMD2 is opening up now. Over here now, I'm on trying to get into these zones. He buys an Apache though. Does everyone get caught out in the open? Get my CV in the zone, but what happens? LGB comes right in for it. Now I only have one CV on the map. This Airborne taking pounding. Airborne Dragon gets in here. I'm going to tell these guys to fire at this, which they already are. Not enough. Spena is moving in here, but they get annihilated by Airborne and the Apache. Still moving into the zone, though. He hasn't moved his Humvee out of here at all. Honestly, good right click here. I don't really have enough forces in center to guard anything. We got some BMDs2s coming right now. I actually pop his Apache, though, with the Conkers looking down this road. He landed it for some reason. It's pretty funny. I cannot believe that happened. Back in the zone here, but he's still got an Airborne here that just... My Denso Niki can't do anything without fire support. Dragon fires. Misses, though. Stunned. Trying to go in for a strafe to help out. Misses that time, too. Kills me there. Ito comes out. I do shoot down an aircraft. It kills me there. And these Airborne are just going to annihilate these Senseniki. Try to strafe. I try to push up here. They just got Airborne Dragon everywhere and Airborne here. The no-go. And that, guys, you can tell here, there's a little bit more engagement, but not really. He's got this point locked down. Can't really move in. He's got Airborne Dragons coming in to reinforce. We'll just mop up these guys anyway. And he could right-click the center if he really wanted to. And that is game, guys. Sadly. You can see that we didn't even trade that bad. Like, we weren't even far off, but we just lost because sure, just like every engagement we have, we just kind of like, we have to do it perfectly in the right spot, or we just like lose. So, we can check his rank here. Let's see it. He's rank number 6 right now. Anyway, thanks for my opponent for playing. Leave a like, guys. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think about 35th. I kind of hate the division. I think it's not very good. I'll see you guys around. Thanks for watching.